First at 5, security footage shows us a dramatic situation in southeast Portland after a police shooting and standoff. Officers were trying to arrest a wanted man last night when they said he pulled a gun. The suspect then ran into a nearby auto shop where he took a man hostage. Thank you for joining us. I'm Laurel Porter.
And I'm David Mulco. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, in large part due to the efforts of that hostage. Our Tim Gordon spoke with him today. Tim, what a story. He helped convince that suspect to turn himself in.
Yeah, that is exactly right, David. Miguel Sanchez went from being a customer waiting for his car at a repair shop to being stuck inside the business with an armed and at times agitated suspect. Rodriguez Auto Repair is quiet now. No work is getting done on Miguel Sanchez's Mini Cooper. Outside the garage, just off Southeast 82nd Avenue, there is damage to other cars.
Son nine.
9 shots.
Yeah.
Shop owner Alonso Rodriguez is counting up the bullet holes from police guns fired Tuesday night. Officers fired at 49-year-old Robert Connolly, seen here in security video, armed and running from police into the auto shop garage. The video confirms what police say, that Connolly threatened them with a handgun and they fired on him, although they didn't hit him. Fortunately, shop owner Rodriguez and a friend were able to escape the garage to safety. But Sanchez was inside the waiting room as the suspect ran into the shop. With earbuds in, he didn't hear the gunfire at first. When it got his attention, he got up and moved.
I was hiding on that little cubby corner right there.
While Sanchez hid in this tight little spot, he considered what felt like his only option.
I had to kill this guy, because if I don't, he's going to kill me.
At that time, he says Connolly was trying to kick holes in the walls to escape. Then the suspect and hostage met.
And we cut eyes, and I was like, oh, man, I'm dead. So he's like, come on, man, I'm not going to hurt you.
For the next few hours, while police crisis negotiators and the CERT team responded, Sanchez was talking to Connolly. And despite the suspect smoking drugs from a pipe and saying he was ready to die, he listened when Sanchez shared his faith and talked forgiveness.
I don't care what you did today, bro. I'm not concerned or what you've done in your life. But he's willing to forgive you, and you walk out alive from here. But if you don't, you walk out there, they shoot you, you go straight to hell, and you will pay for eternity.
An act of tough love and kindness got Connolly to surrender peacefully.
He said, okay, I'm ready. I said, okay. God bless you, bro. You're going to be okay. So he opened the door, showed them his hands, and then he followed their instructions. And I just sat on the chair and I started just bawling and praying.
Miguel, you are a hero for what you did last night.
Well, it went from wanting to kill this man to so much compassion. I can see pain in his eyes.
It's the outcome Sanchez wanted for both suspect and hostage.
I wanted to make sure that I go home to see my grandkids and my kids and my family, man. That was my whole intention.
Amazing guy, really amazing to meet him. Now, police arrested Connolly on several outstanding warrants connected to gun crimes and sex abuse charges. David?
Yeah, an ordinary guy who did something extraordinary there, Tim. Really appreciate your reporting on this. We're following a police shooting in Pendleton today at the Wild Horse Casino. Police say a gunman tried to rob the resort. Officers intercepted him when he tried to get away. Then a shootout started. The gunman was hurt, so was a bystander. Right now, it is not clear who shot that person. Now, both the gunman and bystander were taken to the hospital. Nobody else was hurt. We will update as we learn more.
New information tonight on a man accused of bias crime attacks in Portland. According to documents filed in Multnomah County Court, Dylan Kesterson is now accused in a third incident. In July, police say he attacked a Japanese father and his daughter while they were biking on the East Bank Esplanade. After his arrest, police linked him to a separate incident in April, where he's accused of harassing and assaulting a group of Asian women. Now he's charged in a third incident, also in April. Court documents say he hurt a person in a racially motivated attack. Kesterson faces a total of 23 charges across the 3 attacks. Now to a troubling story out of Vancouver, where a man was badly hurt as he tried to stop somebody from stealing his car. Let's bring in Mike Benner now. He's outside the Clark County Sheriff's Office. First, Mike, how is the victim doing?
You know, Laurel, he is doing okay considering the circumstances. The expectation is he should survive, but family tells me it was really touch and go for a while. The victim's name is Joey Lutz. We can tell you he lives near Northeast 40th Avenue and Northeast 47th Street in Vancouver. Police say yesterday morning, just before 8, Lutz started his car to go to work, but before leaving, he ran back inside the house for a moment. When he came back outside, someone was driving off in his car. Lutz tried to stop the thief and was struck by his car in the process. Family says Lutz fell on his head. He underwent emergency surgery yesterday afternoon. Take a listen.
First part of it was pins and needles. We honestly weren't sure if he was going to survive. It was pretty frightening.
This is stuff that it's stuff you hear about, but you never expect it to happen to your family. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty upsetting.
All right, police are looking for the car thief and, of course, Lutz's stolen car. It's a red 2010 Toyota Camry, similar to the one you see here. Washington license plate BKP4080. It should have some damage to the front of it. Anyone with information should contact the Clark County Sheriff's Office. In the meantime, family is extremely grateful for the care that Joey Lutz is getting at the hospital. They say doctors and nurses have been incredible, but the care will cost a ton of money, and we can tell you that Lutz is not insured. So family has launched a GoFundMe. You can find a link to it on our website, KGW.com. Let's send it back to you.
Mike Benner reporting. Thank you, Mike. Well, let's give you a live look over Portland. 97 degrees as we swelter, through the fourth heat wave of the season. Multnomah County health officials spent the morning in Northeast Portland handing out kits with water bottles, misters, and cooling towels. And health officer Dr. Jennifer Vines reminds us over the course of the past couple months, there have been dozens of heat-related illnesses.
This is almost certainly the new normal, and between last summer and this summer there have been several heat responses. I just would urge people to stay vigilant, only because heat can be so deadly and it can overtake us quickly.
At least a dozen people have died statewide from suspected heat-related causes so far this summer. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino. Now, Matt, a great reminder there, but how's it looking? When is this going to break?
You know, we've got another day of really hot weather, and as importantly, another night, a really hot night, one of the hottest in Portland's history, as a matter of fact. And the reason for that is visible from our sky cam up at Timberline Lodge, the clouds that are rolling on in. Kind of the perfect setup for a very, very warm night. Super hot during the day with a clear sky, and then the clouds come in, and that will limit the amount of cooling that we get overnight. Up at 6,000 feet at 75 degrees, and there are showers and thunderstorms up over the Cascades. The heat advisory continuing as scheduled until 10 o'clock tomorrow night, when cooler air from the coast will arrive and put an end to this heat wave, right? Okay. So the record high for tomorrow is 99. I think we're going to fall just short of that by a couple degrees because of that same cloud cover. So during the night, clouds keep you warmer. During the day, they block the sun, the heating from the sun, and keep you a little bit cooler. However, the overnight low, the record warm overnight low for tomorrow is 65. We're going to easily stay above that. In fact, we're going to be in the low 70s and have one of our warmest nights ever in Portland, amazingly enough, as we stay in the 70s. Still hot tomorrow, even with the cloud cover, we'll be in the mid to upper 90s there, and then much cooler weather will finally arrive on Friday for several days. And I am tracking thunderstorms over central and southern Oregon. Again, that's where our cloud cover is coming from, guys.
That overnight low, oh boy, oh boy. All right, thanks, Matt. For anyone looking for relief, we have got cooling centers open across the metro area. That includes the main Beaverton City Library, several in Hillsborough. None that we have seen, though, in Multnomah, Clackamas, or Washington counties are actually open overnight. For details about hours and transportation, just go to KGW.com, or you can call 211.
Oregon is now reporting its first case of monkeypox involving a child. Officials say the case is linked to an adult monkeypox infection from last month. The OHA isn't releasing the name, age, or location of the child. Monkeypox is not like COVID-19. It's not easily spread unless you have prolonged close contact with an infected person. Health officials in Oregon met today to speak about the response to COVID-19 and the start of a school year. Bryant Clerkley sat in on that news conference this morning. And Bryant, health officials are still pushing getting kids vaccinated.
Yeah, Laurel, the Oregon Health Authority says kids 6 months and older can get vaccinated at this time, and they suggest parents get their kids vaccinated and boosted as soon as possible. The Oregon Department of Education says all health and safety protocols will be locally determined this year. OHA says since July 20th, the number of hospitalized COVID-19 patients in Oregon declined from 464 to 328. Health Services Program Manager at Portland Public Schools, Betsy Thielman, says the district will continue all mitigation measures this school year, and like other health officials, she encourages vaccination as well.
Our school-based health centers offer COVID vaccinations to all K through 12 students who are enrolled. And we will be holding at least 2 other vaccination clinics, probably before winter break and then again after spring break.
And some of the other mitigation efforts include masking at times and ventilation throughout the schools. And Portland Public Schools will also provide masks to students who want them. And like last year, they're asking students who are sick to stay home. Back to you guys.